Police Constable recruitment drive the vacancy count in Nagaland Legislative Assembly the Kotha Korea Nishna members Bishi Bra Chinta Utaise. Alak Noile bi Bishi candidates Khan physical efficiency test they qualify Kurubule Napara Nimde. IB Assembly de Itu Upor Kotha Korea Sabo.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, thank you for giving me time once again in this House to raise a supplementary question. Sir, first of all, I want to sincerely thank the government as well as the Home Department for conducting the ongoing police constable recruitment after a long time. It is indeed a welcome initiative, particularly for the unemployed youth of the state. When we are in such a situation where we are facing unemployment problem in the state. Sir, as per the reply given by the department, I am satisfied, and they have clearly mentioned the statistics in which districts the posts could not be filled. So out of 1,176 posts, number of posts, 80 posts could not be filled across 4 districts. It is not a fault of the department. Rather, it is very unfortunate that the aspirants could not fully take advantage of the opportunity and privilege given to them. So out of these 80 unfilled posts, 43, that is more than 50%, is from Wongchung district, followed by Timako, that is 32, and as per the reply, Siminyu has 3 unfilled posts, Longling has 1, Boka has 1. So since this kind of mass recruitment has been initiated by the government after a long time, I personally feel that another opportunity should be given in these districts. Therefore, my supplementary question is, will there be any opportunity given to these districts by way of conducting a separate special recruitment drive? If not, if that is not possible, whether the backlog posts will be added to the districts, that is in addition to the normal allocation of posts, which is being worked out as per the population ratio in the coming mass recruitment. So those are the 2 supplementary questions.
There are 80 unfilled post vacancies. So here in his first supplementary, we cannot have a separate recruitment for this 80. But since very soon the department is going to advertise for recruitment of full posts, this will not be, this backlog will not be included in the next recruitment advertisement. This will have a separate, this vacancy, backlog vacancies, the next recruitment drive of the police constable will be separate for district, separate drives and districts.
The districts will not be deprived of that backlog post. It may not be added in the next recruitment, but maybe a separate recruitment for this backlog post, but this post, I assume that will not be deprived of the districts.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir. First of all, what supplementary question I noted down? The questioner has asked. The department has replied satisfactorily. I am satisfied. Now, an area of concern. I'll go straight to the point, and I'll speak in Nagami so that everybody can understand. Physical tests, medical tests, department can be appreciated. Selection process can be fair coordination, which I give appreciation to the department. But coming to the written test to that एकदम satisfied हो ना हो. ये तो अभी एक लान हो गए. बेशी member बराबर somewhere. Why? Because class 6 student, class 8 student had to complete with BA, MA in the written test, same written question. How can they complete? Now you talk about physical test, medical test. Physical test to class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 come to excellent writing. BA, MA come to hardly satisfactory. Hardly they cross the physical test. Only in written test, those who have done excellent in the physical test are not compared with the others. So can't the department do some sizing, at least separate questions for two categories? Or those who have passed their BA and MA, they should not be allowed to appear for this test. Moreover, I feel that this 3-point process is for more of physical structures. Who are physically fit, they should be getting this process. So I think the department should do some further study, research, and bring out 2 categories in the next. Because what has been done, it's been done. We're not undoing it. So this is one suggestion I have in mind. Because now coming to my Phek district, I'll tell you very frankly. All Chakasans also are not backward. But the TZ area comprising of around 11 villages, plus the Sekrezu area, were totally backward. Now all those Chakrasan candidates coming from Dimapur, Kohima, they have come and appeared, they have all qualified. So it is not going to the real backward people again. So there are some things where we need to study, compare, contrast, and reorganize it. This is my suggestion. Thank you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, in regard to this honorable members supplementary for this 80 unfilled posts, the unfilled 80 vacancies will remain with the respective district and tribes and will be carried out forward as backlogged vacancies to the next recruitment drive of police constables.
Even Speaker, sir, I also would like to wish to comment on this. In supplementing what the honorable members also has stated, regarding the written test, I have another suggestion. Of course, his version is also from practical context, but we cannot disallow members to any citizen to apply for the post. That would be a violation of fundamental rights. Having said that, I have a suggestion that since, as he has stated, it is absolutely correct that police, as far as the constabulary posts are concerned, it is more to do with the physical strength and physical duty. So therefore, if department can apply this best wisdom in reducing the written mark, increase the physical test, I think that will do justice, because you cannot set as separate questions for one exam, which will be a disparity, that will attract legal parents. So that matter can be examined, because even in terms of execution in the duty, those highly educated people, it is very difficult to follow the command from the higher ups, having a kind of ego, pride that we all have the same degree, so on and so forth. So the chain of command, even on the ground, it will be more practical if those who are having, of course, lesser in degree as well as academic is concerned, but having more physical strength. And that can be worked out if in the next recruitment, whatever has been done this time. I have the same grievances. I come from a backward constituency like Pandari, where my people are unable to compete in the region. So many of my people have been dropped from the region, although they have done it properly in the physical test. So this is an humble suggestion. If Department can examine in the next recruitment of using the written mark, emphasis more on the physical test. Thank you very much.
Good Speaker, sir. Honorable members' suggestion is taken note of it. We will examine and will submit the report.
Honorable Speaker,
Thank you, sir. Speaker, sir, I would like to make some comments. I think it is very pertinent to share our mind. See, in police recruitment, police service means it is physical fitness. Therefore, mentally, if they want to be a policeman, they should train themselves beforehand to face that challenge of physical test and also medical test. That is one. Then the 80 vacancies which had not been occupied by various tribes. I feel for all fairness, they may be given another chance, next chance, but should not be kept forever because there is something wrong if you keep waiting, then it will become another issue. Therefore, a second chance can be given, but not beyond that. Then regarding qualifications, police somehow is tolerable because they get quick promotions according to their efficiency and qualification. But in grade 4 posts in their respective districts and comes in their right of some landowners' competition grounds. But those overqualified, graduate, MA, and highly qualified people, I don't think they will give a dedicated service to grade 4 post. Therefore, if some review can be thorough, otherwise they will again send their proxy people to work and then the overqualified people will be hunting for jobs and then it will deprive the people who are at the lower rates. So just for my mind sharing. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, sir. Out of 1176 posts advertised, among that Longland district has been given 36 posts. The allocation was 36, and one post was reserved for some certain village. And that very particular village has participated in the physical test and they were not qualified. Now out of 36, now one has been withdrawn as a Phek law. Initially, at the department they had talked with the NGOs and with the village councils. They are participating in other Longland district and this should not be put as a Phek law and it should be a 36. Out of 36, one is withdrawn from this coming, one Phek law is Shreda and Longland district will withdrawn one. So, it will be good, it should be 36. It should not put Phek as a Phek law. Because that particular villager has participated in the physical test and they could not be qualified. And this very much is under Longland district, that particular village. So I urge your chair to discuss amount for this. Thank you.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, yate Longland laga ekta do duikina dosra laga se chapotu noyo. This one vacancy post belongs to Longland district. Aji holi bhi, kali holi bhi, apna karna gaya se. Aro, yate next recruitment day, if you get 36 or 35. Edodo tade head nokorigo. This is a pattern. So if you get the next recruitment, if you get 36, adding this, you get 37. That is a pattern. I think our members should not confuse on that. The Speaker said, in regard to this written lagado forward drive plus 8, backward drive plus 6. Ito bracket within this program. Ito some qualified graduate post-graduate may apply, but the standard is plus 8 and 6. So physical test, if they get more mark in the physical test, even if they are not good in the written, it will qualify to hold one. But as suggested by the members, I think this should be reviewed. As stated by a leader of the house, for trade no wise, police standard physical lage, written there, amike three pabia, written to one strict no puribi. So we will review this in the next document. Thank you.